We're getting loads and loads of spinach from this container every few days now, which is brilliant. And today, it's ready for another harvest. Another really nice sunny day. We've noticed that increase in temperatures as well just lately. All last week, we was in the mid-50s. And this week, it's forecast to be up to about 64. The warmer it gets, the quicker things grow. And the more we need to keep his eye on stuff. And I've had my eye on one thing in particular over the last couple of weeks. And that's that cauliflower that we've got growing in the greenhouse. And it's not ideal to grow brassicas in a greenhouse. It gets too hot and they'll bolt. And I've left it to a point now where I've decided I'm just going to harvest it. Because just for the sake of one day, it could split wide open and then it's no good. So I'll take what we've got and then we'll have a look at how the plants are getting on in that container garden. Because I'm pretty sure we've got another harvest of spinach to come today. But first thing, we'll go and check on this cauliflower. Well, that's the one we've had his eye on. I've been pegging this top. Try and keep sun off it. And we can see that that's a really good size. It will start to split as it gets too hot. So I'm taking that today. And at least we've got something for his efforts. So I'll just pull the whole thing up. It's a good sized plant, but I don't leave it any longer. I'd rather get something than nothing. Take all these leaves away. And that's not a bad little cauliflower to start us off. So we'll get that cleaned up because I'm sure there's going to be a few critters hiding under these leaves. I've just had a little bit of cauliflower for tea. So I've just given that a bit of a blast with hose pipe and we've got a nice bit of cauliflower here. I've also blasted my zen at the same time. But that's all good. So we'll get that tuck in and we'll make something out on it at some point this week. So now we've sorted that out, we'll nip down to that container garden and we'll see if we've got a little better harvest to come this morning. And obviously while we're down there, we can check progress for all these plants at the same time. Well, it seems like everything is doing really well in this container garden. Them strawberries have really come on now and they're starting to flower. So we're going to be getting fresh strawberries pretty soon. We're getting loads and loads of spinach from this container every few days now, which is brilliant. And today, it's ready for another harvest. So we might as well take ourselves a nice cutting of this, because it'll always grow back. But there's definitely plenty to go at. And I like to take the bigger leaves first, like those, and then we'll work down towards the smaller ones until we've got a nice little harvest. Sometimes you'll see this happening on your spinach plants. It's trying to start and form a flower, but you can prolong life for your plant by pinching that out, getting rid of it, and then you should get fresh side shoots like this, which will give you more spinach, and these plants will last a little bit longer. So if you see that, just do this like you would topping a pepper. Just pinch them out and leave it to grow on. And there you can see again. So I'll take it right down to there. I'll keep that little leaf. I'll just make sure I've got every plant, because there's all different plants in here. That's going to keep us going for a bit longer now. So we might as well take as much as we can today. Still got lots of small leaves that will grow on again over the next few days, and then we'll be able to take another harvest. But I think for now that'll do. And I've actually just spied this plant as well. That's a lettuce that we put in, and it's been growing really well. So we might as well take some of these leaves off because they're getting a bit tatty underneath now. I think because I've got so much lettuce growing already, I'm just going to cut this whole thing. And just take a big bunch of lettuce. Then it should start and regrow from there if I leave that part in. We've also had lots of progress on these salad bowls that we've done as well. That spinach one now is full. Had little baby spinach leaves, and we only shown that a few days ago, and there was just a few around edge. Now there's loads. And there's French salad. That's really coming on. And we've got 2 bowls of that. This one's slightly more advanced. And then just there we've got some of that Apache, and that's a red lettuce leaf, and again coming on really well. Pea shoots are getting pretty close to be harvested now. We don't want them to get too big, so we might get some of those at some point this week. And as beetroot is starting to fill out a bit more. As always, those onions just getting bigger and bigger every week. We've got loads of those in various containers as well. All different types. And of course the spring onions. We've harvested those about 5 times now, and they just keep growing back. And now they're trying to bulb up at the bottom as well. And we're still waiting on something from this carrot container. Got a bit of yellowing on leaves, I've noticed. I'll just take those away as we go. Just wait to see how many carrots we can get out of this tub. Gooseberry bush, we've moved on to here now because it gets a lot more sun. And if you look down there, you can see we've got gooseberries growing already. Same thing with this carrot container. All looking healthy. We'll just keep leaving that as long as we can. That mustard's now huge. We harvested that the other day as well. Took a nice big chunk, and now you can't tell where we took it from. It's all grown back. And yet more salad. That's a mixed salad that we've put in there. And we took a cutting from this as well over the weekend. So we made ourselves up a nice little mixed chicken salad. And the only thing that we had to buy were the chicken breasts. Everything else came from here. And this little salad plant has got multi-sown onions in it. And they're starting to bulb up now. We've got a little bit of beetroot left in here. We've been harvesting this, so there's not much left. So we'll probably take this out, what's left, these bits. We'll put something new in there while we're waiting for these carrots to mature. And I did mention we've got some onions. Parsnips, really starting to thicken out now down these bottoms, so something positive is happening in this little 10-litre container, and we have got quite a few in there, so it looks like we're on our way to getting some parsnips. Potatoes basically doubled in size since last week. And then we've got these various containers with brassicas in. These leaves are discolouring a bit, so I'm going to take them off. Any that you see that don't look too good, make sure you take those off straight away, because this one's trying to grow its cauliflower. And this container still needs filling up with a bit more compost. We've put some seed potatoes in and they've put loads and loads of growth on there, so we'll get that topped up. So everything in this container garden is doing really well, and we keep getting these little harvests, but we know there's a lot more to come. Always worth a look round in that container garden at the beginning of the week, and we just keep getting this really nice fresh salads. But other than that, we have decided to take up that cauliflower, because when you look at it really close, especially around bottom, you can see where it's going to start and separate. And the more it separates, the more chance there is of bugs getting in there. Apart from the fact that it's going to get bitterer the more it splits open. So I think we've just timed that right, and we've got a nice bunch of cauliflower now. So we'll just keep going and going, potting things on, moving them outside into containers or putting them in those raised beds. But as long as we keep doing something every day, we're always going to have this fresh, homegrown produce from now right till end of the year. If you want to see what we're doing tomorrow, please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell. And we look forward to seeing you then. Take care.